And look at that. That is a result and a half. If you're anything like me, you know that your tea or coffee is affected by the condition of your kettle. So we're going to show you the quickest and easiest way to clean your kettle, remove all of that limescale and keep it in tip-top condition. No time at all. To give you a bit more confidence, let me introduce myself. I'm Lee. I run Vapor Clean, which is a commercial and domestic specialist cleaning services company in the southwest of the UK. We provide hundreds of jobs to domestic and commercial customers on a very daily basis. I've been in the industry for many, many years and I am a fully trained specialist technician myself. Started from the ground up as a technician out on the road on a daily basis, building the business up to where it is today. So let's take a proper look at what we're going to clean today. This kettle is from here in our office. If you have checked out any of our Behind the Clean series, where we show you behind the scenes of Vapor Clean and exactly what goes on around here, you will see that I personally drink bucket loads of tea and I'm probably responsible for the majority of the condition of this kettle. But it is very well used and it's not in a great condition. It's a cheap and cheerful kettle, but it makes the tea well, and that's all that matters, quite frankly, from my liking. And I'm a firm believer of making things last as long as possible, so we're not adding to our carbon footprint by replacing things like this all the time. So let's jump straight in and just get on with it. First of all, what are we going to use? The likelihood is you will have some of this in your cupboard. If not, you can nip down to a local supermarket and grab some. So we are talking white vinegar. What we're then going to do is we are going to pour it in. We're going to pour it in to about halfway. So this is probably going to take all of this bottle. Now, the filters are quite sensitive and they need a little bit more. As you can see by that, it is very, very blocked up. It's got huge limescale, and that is what all of this is. It's all limescale, which not only makes the tea or coffee taste different, yes, it does. I'm not going to argue that point. It very much does. But it will also make the kettle less effective and actually cost you more to run. So it is a good idea to break all of this down as well. So we're going to take that out, and what we're going to do is we are going to just pop it in pure vinegar. So we're going to put some vinegar in there and we're going to pop it in. But first of all, we're just going to fill this. And then we are going to top up with some water. So we've got about a half full kettle. Yep. Now, I'm not actually a lover of the smell of vinegar. I know vinegar is one of the best cleaning solutions that you can use, but I can't stand the smell of it. Right, but what we're going to do now is, now that's in there, we're going to get your kettle and we're just going to literally pop it on its base and we're going to turn it on and we're going to let it boil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the filter in there, and then I've got another container of vinegar and I'm just going to put enough in just so it covers it. So now that we've got our filter soaking, we've got our kettle filled up, we're going to pop it on and we're going to let that boil. Then we're going to leave it for about 30 minutes. Just let it do its work. We'll come back in 30 minutes and we'll check what it looks like. That's going to be a split second for you, so keep watching. Okay, here we are. So about 30 minutes have passed and it's obviously done its job right the way through. Now, I'm relatively pleased with the result, but there is still a little bit more that could be done. What you want to do is obviously pour that solution away down the sink and just rinse out your kettle. What I will say is, when you boil the kettle with the solution inside, it does smell quite strong. So what you want to do is make sure the kitchen is really well ventilated. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish off a little bit, because I'm not over the moon with this and we want to give the outside a clean as well. So let me just show you inside. This is after the clean, but before I've actually given it a rub round. So as you can see, it's not bad, hell of a lot better. I'll show you the after as well, or the before as well. At this stage, you've got a couple of choices. You could just do it again. So fill it back up, click it on, run again, or we just do what I'm going to do. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a non-scratch, it is non-scratch, scouring pad, And I'm just going to give it a run over because most of this is probably already quite loose. So just going to get inside and just run it round. If your kettle wasn't as bad as ours, that would have come straight up. And you wouldn't need to be doing this, which is why it's one of the quickest, easiest ways. The fact that you've got to wait for it to boil is quite good, because that way at least you can go and have 5 minutes peace to yourself, and technically you're still working, aren't you? You're still doing something. All we have in the bucket there is just a bit of extra water, and I'm just giving it a run round. Make sure we get into the spout as well. Okay, then what we're going to do is just use the scourer again, and we're going to run around the outside. Now, I would advise cleaning off your kettle on the outside a lot more frequently than we do. Frankly, we're too busy in the office looking after our customers to worry about the outside of our kettle. So it needs a bit more work than I think yours probably would. So there we go, we rinse it out in the sink, obviously try not to get any of the outside wet, and then we can just give it a wipe over, dry it all off, and it will be as close to new as we can possibly get it. And look at that. That is a result and a half. And then last but not least, we've got the filter as well. So we're going to take the filter out of the vinegar, which is what it was in. I'll just show you that. That's the minute it's come out. Looks much better. Still not 100%. So again, we'll put the vinegar to one side. Just a little bit of water. I'm just going to rinse it straight out in there. And then I'm just going to give it a gentle rub over. Rinse it in the water, do both sides, and absolutely spotless. Look at this. Of course, this is no harsh chemicals. Yes, you can buy the acids and put it in there, but number one, they're more expensive to buy. Number two, they're more harmful for the environment. And it's just not worth it when you can get results like that. So we then pop it back. With these scourers, I would highly recommend compostable scouring sponges. They are absolutely amazing, but they are 100% biodegradable, which is really unusual, but obviously fantastic for the environment. There's all sorts of arguments for the non-scratch sponges and stuff like that, and everything else. But I do think you can do better, that's for sure. So there we go. That's the end result. What we will do now is we will fill it up with water, we will rinse it out again, and we'll fill it up with water, and we will boil it just with pure water. I'm going to do that a couple of times before I make my next cup of tea, just to make sure I've got rid of any residue and there's no taste that will taint our drinks. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and you found it useful. If you did, please drop us a comment below and let us know. Or if you've got any helpful tips yourself, we'll be happy to hear them or answer any of your questions as well. If you want to check out any more of our hints and tips, you can click here for more helpful videos. Or if you want to find out a bit more about Vapor Clean and what happens here, you can click here for our Behind the Cleans series, which is a complete open door look at exactly what happens in a UK cleaning business. We open the doors, show you the behind the scenes and exactly what it's like. Thank you very much for watching, and we should hope to see you soon.